Hello gang, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I wear the exact same thing in every single video. I want to quickly, before I light a cigarette, I will get them out though. I had my first ever person to subscribe and then unsubscribe from me not even a couple hours later. Fuck you to that person. Dick. I don't know why I have to do that. I really don't know why I have to do that. So if you are a new person, can you subscribe to me to make up for that? It made me very upset. Like, genuinely pretty upset. I was like, why the hell would you unsubscribe from me? Sorry, I got some ice. Yeah, ooh, that's not good. I blocked out my full frame. Why would you do that? Like, it's just frustrating. So yeah, can someone make up for that, please? A couple people could even subscribe. I rarely say subscribe at the start of my videos. I don't think I ever have. Please just subscribe to me. It's a cool YouTube channel. And what's the worst that can happen? You subscribe to me and you don't watch my videos? Doesn't matter. Builds me more subscribers. You get another person in your subscriptions box. And hey, if I ever start doing videos you like, you're already subscribed and you can say you're a day one. Screenshot my YouTube account this little. One day I might make it and you guys can carry that screenshot with you everywhere. That's all I gotta say. I recorded a video earlier. This is the one that's going to be posted the day after. So you won't be seeing this till 24 hours after I make it. So hello me 24 hours ago. I gotta record a Patreon video after this. I'm excited for that. Sorry, it was really bugging me how uneven that was. Yeah, so the Patreon video I'll be doing at the skate park. I think that'll be fun. I want to talk about that UK YouTube thing. Have you learned about that? If not, I'll briefly explain it. Pretty much the UK want to be able to control the top videos that come in the UK audience's recommended on the YouTube. And YouTube's obviously like, no. But like, why the hell would you want to do that, bro? And so you already got to do enough work controlling the citizens. And now you want to control them even more? Shame on you, UK. And the thing is, I really want to move there too. But after seeing that, I'm choosing Canada instead. So Canada, you'll see me soon. I'll be moving there. Put me in your good graces. Again, my cigarettes will not stay lit. I think the person might have unsubscribed because they might have watched the smoking one and then they watched my car one. And they didn't like it. But I have way more smoking ones and I have way more car ones. You have the best of both worlds on this platform, on this YouTube channel. Now, my favourite person keeps commenting on talking about me being Australian. So I was thinking, why not tell you some Australian stories that I have? Let me tell you about the time I went to the Outback. What's more Australian than the Outback? Starts off, my mum and dad come to me and they say, how do you feel about going to the Outback, to the desert? And I go, well, I would love to. I'm a little boy, of course, and I'm Australian. All I ever hear of is the Outback. Sounds like a dreamland where you go to have fun. So we all pack up into this caravan thing, It's like an RV. Me, my sister, my mum, and my dad. And we head out. We go past some farmland, and there's this massive farm. Massive. It's huge. Insanely big. And my mum and dad point to it and say, how would you like to live there? And I go, I would love to. I'd have all the land in the world. I could make my own BMX track. It would be fun as I wouldn't have to go to school. Let's do it. And then they go, we actually were going to buy there at one point, but we decided against it. And I was like, well, why did you decide against it? And they said, probably too much work for us. I was like, okay, it makes sense. So instead of this YouTube channel being me smoking cigarettes, I could have been a little farm boy. Anyway, so we keep going further and further until finally we reach the place where we're going to be staying for 2 nights. It's this little town called something, I kind of forgot the name, to be honest. But it was a little caravan park, and they had a little campfire because we arrived there at night. They had a little campfire, people singing around the campfire. We walk on over, and they go, you ready for dinner? I go, dinner? What are you talking about, dinner? And they go, you get free dinner. And then they have this big pot, like massive, huge, as big as my body, over the fire pit, and it's a stew. They cooked a country outback style stew. Take a sip, I'm enjoying it, I'm like, this is good stew. And then they go, could you guess the meat on that? I go, I hope it's not human. And then they say, it's kangaroo. And I was like, ooh, and I get this uneasy pit in my stomach, and I go, kangaroos, I love kangaroos. I know how I feel about this. And they say, it's okay. They're basically just animals like the rest. I keep eating it, I enjoy it. Best stew I've probably ever had. We had bits of, I think it's called damper. It's like, I'm pretty sure Aboriginals invented it. Like, created it. Where you would do, it's pretty much just dough cooked in a fire. At least that's what I learnt in school. They might have taught me wrong. But yeah, it's cooked in a fire. Oh, shit. And damn it, I really wish I didn't do that. Oh no. My car's all wet, so I just have smoke all on my car. Oh no. So yeah, that was good. And then we had a little caramel, it's basically like bread with caramel cooked on a fire. Tasted really good. Enjoyed it a lot. I was a little kid, anything sweet. I'm a little fat kid at heart. Still am. I enjoyed it. And then we sang some songs around the campfire. If you don't know, yes, I do music. They invited me to come play guitar. I played one song. Hated the experience, but everyone loved it. They were all very supportive, even though I was not good at music then. Still barely good at music now. So yeah, that's my experience there. And then we pack up and we go to this little place called Mitchell, and it has like springs. If you don't know, Australia, in the middle, a large portion of it sits on basically there's an underground ocean that's heated by the earth, and they pump it up and they make springs into like pools, and they can pump it up into the land. That's actually how a lot of that town get their hot water for their showers. So do that. We go and chill in the pool all day for a couple hours, maybe like an hour. Chilling in the pool, in the hot springs, and then we move along to across the road where they have these instruments made out of old recycled metal from like cars, planes, everything. Play on that for a little bit, and then we go down to another town, and this town has heaps of planes at it, because guess what it was the first place where the like Australian, believe that the Australians created planes. I might be pulling shit out of my ass here, but they claimed we were like, oh, Qantas, that's it, Qantas, Qantas didn't invent planes. I'm very wrong on that, but it's where Qantas originated. You're welcome for that fact. And they had all the old planes, like the first ever planes that kind of existed. And guess who else's plane was there? I'll give you a minute to guess. It's a celebrity, it's a singer. Alright, I'm gonna step back. Guess. Comment your guesses, please. Comment them before I say it. Comment it. Okay, you probably commented by now. It was Michael Jackson's private plane. I got to go inside, explore Michael Jackson's plane. This is a nice plane. Very nice. Then I go down and I get to see one of the old Qantas planes. That was pretty fun. And then there was a flight simulator thing inside of an old plane, and I got to fly it, and I did really well. I didn't even crash. Pretty impressive. And then we travel a bit further into a town called, I'm just going to say Winton. I don't know if it was Winton, but we go to Winton, or maybe it's Longreach. It's either Longreach or it's Winton. Either one, don't know. And it has dinosaurs there. Heaps of dinosaurs. There's a whole dinosaur museum. It's like outback. And there was this massive thing. We went on a tour. There was this massive center, like warehouse type thing. And I was like, what could be inside of there? We go in, and there's a bunch of footprints that look like chicken footprints. And I was like, oh, this is cool. It was a dinosaur stampede. What type of stuff is these dinosaurs getting up to? Am I right? So yeah, the dinosaurs were stampeding, and they left their footprints. And as they were stampeding, I'm gonna guess the meteorite or something came down and then washed over all of the dirt really quickly as they were stampeding. And I got to see all that. Pretty fun, pretty cool. After that, we went on a little outback tour, got to see all the fun stuff, and we went back home. A little fun story from there. My sister, we saw emus, and my sister wanted to get out because she was really into photography at the time. So she got out to have a look at these emus up close. And my dad, being the idiot that he is, took off. As the emus were approaching my sister, he took off in the car. And I was like, whoa. My mum was screaming her head off. My sister was crying. And my dad stopped the van. He thought it was a funny joke. We thought, what the hell are you doing, bro? A little fun fact from that trip, we went to... Oh, you could see every star in the sky, by the way. Pretty cool. Yeah, I enjoyed that part, because here's a little fun fact. Another fun fact about me as a kid. I was really into astronomy. At one point, I could name every star in the sky, or most of them, majority of the stars in the sky. I knew the difference between planets and stars. I could name every planet in the sky. I was goated, let's just say that. I could tell you what they were made of, some of them, not every single one, but I could tell you most of them. Knew heaps about space, very into astrology. My mum thought I was going to be an astronomer. Sadly, instead I'm a little YouTuber smoking cigarettes in a car park that doesn't even provide me income. Sorry, Mum. Then, yeah, we went to this observatory thing that had telescopes that looked out to the sky. And we got to look out there because we went there at nighttime. And we got to look out at the telescope like this. It wasn't actually like that. It was a massive screen with a massive telescope that pointed out like a satellite. And then we did get to go out the back though, and there was telescopes there. And we got to look. They had it already pre-pointed at different planets. And we got to see really good views of like Saturn and everything. Dope. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And yeah, that was about that from that trip. My mum saw how goated I was at naming stars in the sky and everything that I knew. I got to finally prove my astronomy to her. astrology. See, this is how long it's been. I was very good with night sky. And she was like, you know what? I got to get this kid a telescope. And that's where I got my telescope from. You didn't know I had a telescope, but now you have another fun fact. I do have a telescope. I have multiple pictures of the moon, stars, planets, anything you name it. I even pointed at a magpie one time. If you don't know what a magpie is, it's a bird that swoops, and they're basically a demon in a bird. Yes, I have been swooped multiple times by magpies. Don't recommend it to anyone. If you come to Australia, you got to wear a little helmet in spring. You got to wear a little helmet with spikes on your head. If you see anyone biking around in Australia in spring, the majority of them will have a helmet with spikes on top. Looks goofy, but would you prefer to be goofy but safe, or not safe and hurt? You answer me. What would you prefer? So, yeah, that's... I don't know how I got onto that. Oh, yeah, I got a photo of a magpie with the telescope up close, and it was flapping its wings, pecking at itself. Pretty dope. And then I got another photo of a plane from far away. A couple photos I got. Alright. You want to know a story? 16 minutes in, gonna end the video at about 20 minutes. Here's another story. What else is Australian? Beach trips that I used to do. Every single time we would go to the beach, which was usually about once every maybe 1 week, 2 weeks. In summer, of course, or like in the hotter months, I would just dig holes. I was a kid born to dig holes. I still love digging holes. My favorite thing, digging in your butt. Yeah, I love digging holes. It's what I was born for. I would just dig holes as deep as I could until, if you've ever dug a hole on the beach, if you haven't, I'm about to give you some science. If you dig it down far enough, you're going to get to the water level. Alright? And what happens when you reach the water level? Do you want to take a guess? Correct. Water fills up the hole. I thought that was hilarious. So I would dig a massive hole on the beach. Water would fill the hole. And then I'd have my own little pool on the beach that I could chill in. Everyone else would be playing in the boring beach, like the water. And I'd be in the sand in my own little pool. My mum might, even if it's not too deep, she'll come down and she'll chill in the pool. I'd dig it out and we could all sit in the pool. Another fun fact about my family. Do you want more? How many minutes am I at? More beach fun stories. There's one time I was on Bondi Beach. You might know what Bondi Beach is from famous hit TV show, Bondi Rescue. See, I was a little kid. I was chilling with my family and I was like, what is that over there? I took off. I got lost and I got saved by one of the lifeguards. Cool story. Yes, I met a celebrity. It's my Bondi Beach story. I haven't gone too many times to Bondi Beach because honestly, it's probably one of the shittest beaches in the whole world. I'm sure it used to look beautiful, but it's packed. So because it's packed, the water, when it's not, is really clear. But when it is, it fills up this really dark blue and it looks disgusting. The sand is littered. You want a good beach? Write this down. This is a good beach if you ever come to Australia. Seal Rock. Good beach. Kirra, Kirra. It's a good beach. Decent. It's not amazing, but it's a good beach. They usually hold like surfing competitions there. Now you're asking me, can you surf? Yes, Yes. Yes. A little bit. I can't do tricks. Can't do tricks on it. No, I cannot. I can ride it with the wave, though. Fun story about me. Ooh, you want a good story? My first time paddleboarding. Don't know what paddleboarding is? You're on top of basically a surfboard. You have a little paddle in your hand, and you stand up while paddling. Boom. Self-explanatory, but also not really, because you could just be on a board and you paddle along. So you basically go down on it. Well, I basically went down on it, went right into, like, not halfway into the river, that's a bit of an exaggeration, a fair way out into the river, and I flip, and I was a very weak kid, couldn't support my body weight, and sadly, yes, I could not get back on the board, and I had to swim back to shore with the board in one hand, because I was too weak to be able to lift myself back onto it. But I'm finishing up this cigarette here. Here's another fun story. One time I went to this boy's birthday party, and along the waterfront in Australia, a lot of times we'll have inflatable parks. Now you're thinking, inflatable park, you probably got a couple of slides. No, it's an inflatable park. It's as big as like a shopping center. Massive. And they have massive high slides there. At least when you're a kid it appears that way. I don't know if it still does. I don't really look at the water parks because it's usually kids on there. Bit of a weird thing for an adult to be looking at kids on a water park. Crazy take, I know. Anyway, so I fell off because it was basically, they're like kind of Wipeout courses, if you know what Wipeout is. It's a TV show where they run across water on inflatable objects, and if they fall into a big pit of water. Same story here, scenario. Now I fell in. Usually you just climb your way back up. Do you want to have a guess at what happened? I was too chunky of a kid. Yes, I kept my shirt on when I swam. I would go up. Keep trying to go up. Keep trying. And I would just fall right back into the deep water. Crying my little heart out, hoping that one of the lifeguard teenagers that definitely should not be working that type of job yet would come save me. Thankfully, this lovely lady comes up and she goes, "Oh, you look like you need help, little chunky boy." And then I said, yes, I do, ma'am. I'm really struggling here. So she gets down on one leg, reaches down, picks me up, and you know what happens? Little old lady could not withstand the chunkiness and weight of my little kid body. She falls in. I didn't get a single hit at that. Anyway, so she falls in. And then two teenage boys, two big buff boys, come up. One grabs the lady, one grabs me, pulls us up, and I go, "Thank you so much, my Lord and Savior. Sorry, ma'am. I know you weren't planning on getting wet today. I apologize." It's my inflatable park story. Hope you enjoyed that one. Yeah, this is not working. I've given up on that cigarette. I was going to tell one more story, but I kind of just blanked out and forgot what story I was going to tell. So you're not getting another story. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm really trying to build up my subscribers. You know, on a little YouTube channel. I want to build that up quite a bit. I'm getting some decent views. Not enough people want to stick around, or they do stick around, but they won't subscribe. It's easy. You literally just have to click one button. Yes, if you may not fully like my content, you don't have to watch. Just please subscribe to help me out. I beg. I want to see at least 1 subscriber gained from this video. Leave a comment. I'll love you forever if you leave a comment on every video. I will definitely remember your name forever. Yeah, have fun. Follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok. They're always in my description. Follow them, enjoy them. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon, that's also in the subscription. It's $5 a month AUD. I don't know how much that would be where you live, but still shouldn't be too expensive. Your $5, if you're rich enough, means the world to me. $5 can get me 2 of these, so I could get 2 drinks every single month because of you. I could buy, we have dollar baguettes in the shopping center near me. I could get 5 baguettes. You could buy me 5 loaves of bread. That would last me 1 bread a week, would be more than enough for me. So I could get bread for my family every single week for a month, and I could even get 1 extra loaf of bread for 1 of those weeks. That would feed my family, my little rat family. Please, I just want 1 Patreon subscriber, bro. Because like I'm posting videos there and no one's watching them because they can't, because it's $5 a month. I'm thinking of maybe reducing the price, but it's not gonna happen. Staying $5. I apologize. Yeah, that's it. Love you, Rat Gang. Peace out. Enjoy yourself. Have a good day. Comment on the video if you watch these videos. If you watch more than 1 video and you haven't commented yet, either don't click on a video again or comment, please. Literally just write the word L. Write the word T. L. That's not a word, that's a letter. Write the letter P. Write the letter O. Write the letter Q. You could say, subscribe to my YouTube channel instead. Shout out yourself in the comments. Come on. It's free. Doesn't cost you money. If you don't have a YouTube account, just make one. Just say Rat King Fan 222. Now you have a YouTube channel, you're welcome. I've helped you get a YouTube channel. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy yourself. Have a good night. Study hard. Work hard. And play hard. Am I right? Goodbye.